Ghana ha nanse na ababe ye popra enam parliament ekoko pie but wo mo anim de anim se ebi mo edisie wo mo ye pa emema ne emema agree wo mo ya na ne twidin anu mpanyimfo ya wo mo nya din bia amfa ma no din a wo mo de ema no enhweda nye de papa so ne din anu no twi nko na hypocrisy nti e kan na just hypocrite just ne din aye trumu then no still I mean tell you why they are
oh can this auto said
it ni din no
this auto said
ai me nim de ntia okay enti said e be ma ene wo ba bible no eka se beri ma kwan e da baba wa ho no we mo de wo mo se da bi wo mo kwan no wo mo ye excursion hwehwe wo nipa body no wo mo hu se bi eburo ba bi ayi mrekuo ma e de efa no ebi a wo chimwa na uyam timukra no a na wo bre no e ho no wo mo pe wo mo se ho e no benyo mo feelings na enye wo mo nko a e wo bi nso ho a wo se wo hunu akokọ no wo kọ na se de wo se him ne to na ebi a watokosi awofam na ne tribe debo de a wo se ho nso so no wo yuso e fine pa wo bi nso se wo penantwie tie nyonye nantwie anu wo de amono na nse ba akwa kwache no na wo kwa nka konwambuom kure emponchi de wo se emponchi so mu ye de ba na me ye ko ho a koski en watare aponchi ba akwotu ye bi sa na wo se ono no ne de ye ki ono a chese we mu yenye mema ni mema de no nko a ye oba konso a friend no ye transgender ene ewo bi a chese different e ma ni bi wo ho a aduane a mema nka nya nka ebedi be no mo do mo nsa awo mu ase no ti wo so fa wo no fa hwehwe no ene ye ema ne de eno no ni nyina no mo ka bo no mo pa din tin wo mo say LGBTQ no mo de plus SIP atro
is it yes no kura mo fa ka
mo fa zet no fa no mo ko zu ne kokko ye no ana
se is the alphabet ni na sa
enti abusiafo wo mo ji wo mo ani pa ana Ghana empanimfo che se ye wade bi e friend sexual orientation yankopon boy ye no wa mo Adam and Adam obo Adam ni Eve na je se ninim die mu no wonim se se pese ye wo na ye dɔso a se be ma ene be wo ba ene ese wo mu hia awo no bakora no ababo no aka wo se banu da wo ho ye hye but wan kyemu da se mema mienu ti yenye ne sa balance equation enam so ma wo mu di asem ya chia Sam George kwa de onya ho de mbone nyina otime kasa saa na ne ko ho ntin ya pagya wo mu atwea mo frɛ de obodi mame wo mu twea ya yakwa wie ne saa fa de etumi age e de atum but still ebi mo so ko mampani ho yesi wo mu nam kwan so ko sase age mra na atum se wo a wunnim na e ba kyew no se mba mo kwa room to room na se how do you catch them enti se sa wo ye be ma na uyonku be ma na wada hwenu anye de because omote sound bia na womba ho na ye be ma mi no evidence ye betumi aso de wako e ma nso am be ye ne secret because emra no pass there but ade we nso anya ne petem ti how to catch them say you won't me anya ne public bi ho be ye ne secret na wo mo kyewa waso be hye papa makwa kotie abra ye pass ye wo mo e wo ho bi wo mo kyerɛ sɛ ɔmampani hwɛ yie no wansan wo mo nso a wo mo ahye ase be ye hu dede ne ade nyina ne bom ya nam si ni Prince Jogwadi on etom krama ABN Free Parliament Prince ya makwaba
mi ti to bru mi ga
ne pom boko de
odo fo na we mo bo oni
yo wo hwɛ anim we no voting anase dosu afonibia
dosu afonibia
say ne obi antumi kan no
but no ni de obi
ankabi adi we say because na me ni mebi mu anu o mumfo aso na da
Woman, for us to do now, and yet, and we are not impacting all for us. We are not a process, and after the do more now for us. We to say you are after your market. What can it be say, and run obedient, yet near a cut off the piano, a honor on Poisson. As I said, was said to do a tidy move. That's the percent, yes, no, near one of those time, and yet I said in the country. Ebisu umu sisi se atupie no odoso edodo eno na wo kwa ne mumu no se emra ne de won wo sha ase no ade so won so aba ama won so ye wo 75 no ama wɔn a wɔn deɛ wɔn nyinaa ɛfa ne nyinaa ɛfa so wɔhyehyɛ mmerɛ bi te sɛ bira.
I'm poor. You're the cook for prison. Why I know? Scrubbing your feet like because
yeah, rough and nothing fair. So we share a part of your quinoa. A little of our expression. Now, only also won't have to be a woman. Now, the sort of an outside of our questions are for me. Or the cockle or show and the set or table. Elwo appears in a new people now cost a member and the other. If you have met a cost of fire. And it is success of Casa for the first community and after a community protest. The manual, not any say, or share, maybe over here or one, another was said, the work of what a other packet we are having coming.
Me antiasia yenim se emra no ye twanitia na ye frɛ no Anti Gä.y bill but ne dia ankasa no a promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values. Enti eno ene bill a wo mede kokoto ho bia ba ne se yese wo a wo be promotion kra wo ho no asotwe ne bi wo ho ma wo ena wo nso a wo bedi ne nso no wo nso wo asotwe break ne down me hwe wo mu a ye no ne wo mu ebo ho dawuro no enti sen
Mira, ọmọ ẹ̀bọ ọhún bẹ́ẹ̀ ni asotwe no ẹwọ soro ẹsìn ọmọ a ẹ̀yẹ no kra ọmọ a ẹ̀yẹ no ẹ̀mọ asotwe yẹ a ọmọ asotwe no ẹwọ sẹ one kra no nye bosome obi sɛ mmiɛnsa anaasɛ efi efie mmiɛnsa wɔn a wɔbɔ ho dɛwuro no deɛ one kra no nye abosome nsia anaa wetumi afɔm bi sɛ nfi emu sɛ yɛbɛkɔm ne asan afa ne nso a count no sɛ yɛ yi ama brafo ɛyɛ a ɔtan ekyir hɔ no wo count no ɔbɛwɔ so ɛsɛn deɛ ɔyɛ no ɔkyerɛ mmeran kyerɛ mu sɛ yɛwɔ nipa bi wɔ hɔ a ɔno a ɔbɔ ho dawuro no ne ba ne na busu bi bia ɛnyɛ na mmom no ɔde ɔbɔ ho dawuro no yɛ sika efiri mu ɛne ti sɛ sɛ wɔahwɛ bi ti sɛ bi a kasafidie adwuma bi yɛ du anaasɛ bɛnbɔ nnwuma bi a ne deɛ sɛ ɛwɔ mu a ɔbɛpia biribi atom a ɛbɛfa akɔfa ɛho nkɔmmɔtwitwe ɛtumi aba ɔmo a ɛwɔ saa kuro no susu sɛ abiri biara no ɛho nkɔmmɔbɔ koraa wɔ bɛnbɔ nnwuma a na ɛda bɔnten a ɛma nnipa foforɔ bi agye nso.
Mra we say no ayi wo mu pa o is it say sa o ka say mo nkonkɔ no e na ye promotion ana say wodi ho nkomo a e na ye promotion
ɔwɔ chi sɛ ɛho nkɔmmɔdie ni nyinaa san sɛ wɔn hyehyɛ na ɔtɔ bo ase hwɛ ebi obi wa ka ya because the first time ɛde ba ha se ɔde ba mra no ba ya gay for no abɔfo ni bi ya kwanya obe pe ha ɔbɛpɛ parliamentary reporters ni bi a yebi bi ɔfrɛ fɔ $50 so sɛ ɔdi ɔpa ɛnyɛ sɛ wo na ho asɛ anaasɛ obi wo akɔ bi ɛho asɛ na ɛnyɛ news na ɔka ɛno na wɔn a ɛde ɔman ba ɛno ho sɛ wɔn ahyehyɛ saa kɔ ne nyinaa bi nti deɛ wodi ara ne sɛ asɛ woyɛ j𝔞iled anaa woyɛ dɔnko woyɛ nsɛntwerɛni wobɛto asɛm bi ato a wo sɛ wofu mutu na ɛdi ɛho nkɔmmɔtwitwe atumi aba yɛwɔ saa kɔ no deɛ wɔyɛ ebi wɔ hɔ nso a ne deɛ asɛ bi a wɔn ahofasuo no gayfoɔ no ne lesbian no ahofasuo a yi no colours no bi a yɛbɛyɛ ofiesi bi a wɔtura na wode kɔ nti wode kɔ no yɛ fu a na sɛ afɔ nsuo who says it about who says you are cartoons this time
what the colors in the proper
who crowd of a try the map of men and party if you are why should you not buy you Hubia send round it in Yammy
as some way say ne cannot buy a day pa say colors meaning football team be a woman so colors no say so message anu abrante ba ko a wogina camera chi wo studio ha sesi anatade na bati o je ne so
me hwe
ke ne colors ni bi na wo msa anu ode ti ho
na ya suspect
ai they say no asem kase pa no akwafa de aba no but onim good news e wo girl for ni bi see ye pa samra na mo pass no because they say omo dey call embassies na akokasa mo tata wo na ya mo visa no mo dey akwa buruchi enti mo nko so in fact me ni mebi mu a wo mo hwe that me organize gay parties na wo mu ankasa so asen abopa se boys be tre wo mebu wo mu pa ti wo mu wo ho wo ya gi wo mu ani a aka be ye 5 minutes amama pon na skate asi ni ababu wo mu no mu de wo mu ani achi na ka hospital na kase wo asan de nyina ekọ embassies ne se nansen ye bu me pa Ghana for do mu de ye ni wonya duru embassy wo a wo ka saa yan ka se fe me hwe to kra saa ye kokọ ye che se wo ye bi straight away ni ya ma visa nama ya se watumi akwa kodi aduro wa buruchiri anu no ti we no ye aha
yeah when you're saying we get to see the part of
that go fika show so much to say house for no o munyai
o da me
ya ko si abakwadwe na atra say house for and so mu jesi kala na yi for ne kala
obi say am also promoting it in fact say ya pass of parliament but ubetumi ya last time o man bani ne
ya asante na de enyemra
anything is ever fast here now for the first fast never kuma na wo pia say no ebi dudu na estina won bo no na asa eni bi aba ani ade na wo be won no na won kasa won de obo akwaku ni na bi say all the small company NPP everyday wo 2024 elections ni our penny for one of them ade no circumstance a only say gay community na all wo other people watch the world and was sitting as I said they won't say a yes a part on one a physical court a man sending my only the ball or man of bra and cycle lesbian and it's a breakthrough on a penny as I say so we can say I can't and the public I want to have a back I was about to be always was every time and I said one more NDP someone you could campaign message can here all do what you're running you're passing as baby on my penny about your with me
o ma yin afi ka baby sa no yes MPs ni bi ya wo mo se wo sentre ni bi ba se we bi mo ye bi na ya de no dan kan ba be he senti wo mo nyina wo ntwe anye boda
wo nyina ka yes wo nyina ka yes vina edie obeye den no aka say no yes
o kan no a said you go for better to you no
and to be a beka yes baby edu ni de say me kan yes amaka yes ye ko parliament ye wi me e ko ye ni
president say edi kan ye hu say MPs ni bi kra na nipa bi a say o mu top pa wo mu de ni ade wo mu nyina obi antumi anye board anka ankwanti a beli na abe
kuda na obi atu anya board obi anya ta kudo no mira yes I could do no would be one for cry so that we can share or say on the campaign yeah or would be FPP meeting just so say ram a Kenyan meaning FPP FPP police should not the boss when you say FPP a baba and one won't pass it and so better won't pass it now FPP baba and one or so when you person passing you or very very success here now minimum I deal and it's be where we actually the mirror okay, as papa. Afani do also a NDP to so also you the same pass. You the same pass. It could be an issue also. Now after the people for so anything about your name moment yes sir if I won't pass it you say again once and a half name moment I for political gains you are it only actually get okay I can
Prince your body, you better say pa na ya bi MPs ne man say football team no a wo mo colors na bi no na ye bo match na fe wo mu pagya no ye be ka kire wo mo say be quiet na say put it down na say don't be silly.
Like I had say who say you shouldn't chemo and I said yeah you could to then yeah sorry I see yeah
hey, and so obi to me access our role ni bi Ghana bi o.
And just a yes in cha.
Okay.
And I just say or say I will be oba wɔn fi mu sɛ wɔn kɔ wɔn obi tumutu sɛ ɔyɛ ɔbaa adane bɛrima anaasɛ kasɔ bɛ wale dua ɛne saa nneɛma no ɛhɔ no wɔntumi eyi firi mu ɛne ti sinifiafoɔ no nso ɛde ho saa amendment no ɛbaeɛ sɛ ɔnso ɔsan ne sɛ yɛ nan ti sinifiafoɔ no nso no yɛn kan tu ga sɛ biwe esi wɔn ho kwan sɛ so bi yɛ bɛ obi ɔbaa no pɛ sɛ ɔkure ɛwuro a ɛyɛ bɛrima a ɛde ti yɛ kure ne mu no ɔntumi kɔn sɛ lɔbi ne saa wei deɛ ɛde ti yɛ aba kure na yɛ.
Prince Yadasepa, Prince Jobwedi Etonkra, Efree, Omai Ghana, Mrasho Jeffie, Emma, AB, and Nikodi, and Co. Naboche, Emma Ghana Center for Democratic Development, in Kenitiakan CDD. Professor Audrey Gajipo, so you're bound. Was it Oman Penny? She yen one fan some Quashasi. Sa bill when Womode Bano. Womudru, wow, do bet me, I jid ya to a year. Baby, I Rollins no so ni jano any more. Obey me the aquaco. Send this voice on Baba Kyle Rollins Musu Java National. Not just a MP cry. If it's one day who say against human rights, it only support human left. Rights and Casapa de Now, Abra ye passing the course of honor. You take a try and send about Sam George, your kind.
Please, let's be fair. The sponsors themselves. The sponsors themselves again and again filed amendments. Please hear me. Please accommodate me. I'm not the only one who is coming with an application for second consideration. This is the third time that the sponsors themselves have come to this house for second consideration. The third time. Twice on notice, one without notice. So, Mr. Speaker, it wouldn't be out of place to pray, to be accommodated, to enable me file my amendments. Mr. Speaker, I believe that instead of going viva voce, instead of using the extempore approach, if I file and its same appear on the other paper, and members are able to read, they will get a sense of my point. And then we'll be able to have a law that all of us would appreciate its import. Mr. Speaker, should we hurriedly suspend the rules and say that we are past it? It means that the doors would have been shut on this floor, on me as a member with my own bona fides, just as they do. We have allowed the sponsors today, Mr. Speaker. When the sponsors came, they said they have further amendment. By the way, Mr. Speaker, at the time this whole bill was considered, we were supposed to straight away go to third reading because it was ripe for third reading. But the sponsors came with an application for a further second consideration. In other words, though we had moved past second consideration, they came back again for second consideration. Nobody opposed it.
Family Values Bill 2021 is read the third time and passed.
An act to provide for human sexual rights and family values and related matters.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, if I may inquire from you, one, what becomes of my prayer? Mr. Speaker, I made a prayer to you, and that prayer was to the effect that before we go for the third reading, I be allowed to file my amendment. And Mr. Speaker, I did indicate that the sponsors themselves have been given an opportunity 3 times. I was given an opportunity.
Honorable Leader, you did. That is true. You did make a prayer which you amended by saying it's through me to the House.
Wait for the third reading to be read.
Speaker, accordingly, all of us, in fact, voted for the suspension of our rules, and the leave was accordingly granted. Mr. Speaker, it is only right for us to complete the process. So the honourable member is on his feet. Mr. Speaker, the only thing he has to do is to move the motion and for the third reading. And if that is done, Mr. Speaker, and the House will take a decision on that. So, Speaker, I urge the honourable member to move the motion accordingly. And after that is done, Mr. Speaker, we can move on to any other business. But until then, Mr. Speaker, I don't think that there's any other business before. The business before us is the third reading. We have started the process and we have to complete it.
I was there for anti say and I should get a call ya copim safety. Yaji Edia Tum. Tis a say, Ghana Hankasa party, Tumutumu, bye bye. They say, Yamana bye bye, yes, we have you. I say, any navy. And you are not, you know, man also, dear, no, dear, foul or no fashion, no. Say,
oh, my, did you do near
Mamma, and the cocumba, Honton, a big cry, sick bottle. And they are, and you call a bottle in a woman. Nina, bye bye. Yeah, chew. Now, washroom, Kokumba, that one, why a white something. We shall question you and have you arrested. They say, I did be a Quaduro, we talk with Debbie and Sako, do know, dear, nice, or the yet, and I'll cut in the interview. Because people are using things so. It's in England, as they say, yes, bye bye. Some George no G. Bailey, Jinamupa, to say, and near Janas and an English, every name.
Our gratitude to you as the media for walking this journey with us. It's been 3 years since this bill was conceptualized. It was in February 2021 that a statement was read on the floor of the House, and we said we were bringing a bill to deal with the menace of the advocacy of LGBTQ activities in Ghana. Today, the 28th of February 2024, after 3 long years, we as sponsors, the 8 of us, the Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bedra, the Honorable Della Soa, the Honorable Helen Ntoso, the Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekpo, the Honorable Alhassan Suhini, the Honorable Rita Na Odole Soa, the Honorable John Intim Fojo, and myself, Honorable Samuel Nate George, have, with the support of the Right Honorable Speaker and majority of the membership of the House, successfully brought a close to the third reading of the Family Values Bill and Human Sexual Rights Bill 2024. It is our belief that this will be communicated from the Speaker's Secretariat expeditiously to His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It is our hope, our prayer and belief that President Akufo-Addo will be a man of his words and stick to the words he spoke to the Anglican Church in the Eastern region when he said, under his watch, LGBTQ will not be established. When he gave assurances to members of the clergy that he was going to ensure that anything that promoted LGBTQ will be dealt with. There is nothing that deals with LGBTQ better than this bill that has just been passed by Parliament.
Sam Jata George, MP, and what's in it? No, what's in your non quan, yeah, and this is from Quan, woman, you know, and a woman, yeah. See, dear Tiano, way and yet, another dear and row, ye, any be our say, Bonibia or Nayan. Where do I see any na any aye? See, and once and no. Ama overcalling him now, myself. Oko ye bi na bi obi ba be cho na wu dwane na onamu kwa ana onamu bua no aba ma he ba hospital ba be.
We're grateful to the media and will continue to work with you going forward in the sensitization of the public. As sponsors, we once again want to reassure the media that you are partners in this battle and in this struggle. The intent of the bill has never been to gag your Chapter 12 rights. We respect your rights to editorials, but you and I all know that editorials are different from advocacy. And so your editorial rights to issues on the subject of homosexuality, issues on the subject of Ghanaian family values, would continue to be protected by us as sponsors and the Constitution of the Republic. It is for that reason we introduced the additional consideration today, just to give you that double assurance that subject to the 1992 Constitutions, Chapter 12 rights of the media remain entrenched, respected, and protected for the avoidance of any doubt, be they unintended or mischievous. And so, as our able allies, we want to once again say a very big thank you that you have carried our voice, amplified our voice, and carried the nation along. We know that per the CDD Ghana's own polls, 93% of Ghanaians support this bill and support the work that Parliament has done. And we know that we couldn't have gotten that 93% support on our own, but for the work that you, the media, have done in projecting the ills and vices of homosexuality.